Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. I want to come on and share two downloads specifically that I've received today. And one is don't wait on an opinion. Okay, so that's one, and I'm going to talk about that more in a moment. But first, early this morning, I think even before I shared the three angel numbers for the day, I was hearing, I called you master, okay? And I was like, I called you, I was like, what? Wait, what? I was making sure I wasn't calling someone master or used to or like, yeah, I was trying to figure all that out, right? I was filtering through all of that. And it wouldn't go away, right? And one of the ways that I know that something is meant for me to look deeper into is when it doesn't go away and it just echoes in my ear, right? By the way, speaking about your ear, right? If your left ear is ringing, okay, that's the enemy, that's witchcraft being sent towards you. Okay, so left ear ringing is witchcraft. Right ear ringing is your ancestors, most high, spirit guides, archangels. Someone's trying to get your attention. Okay, left ear enemy, karmic. Right ear most high, divine, creator, your protection, so on and so forth. Okay, so but I want us to listen to, I'm going to play a little bit of this song. I couldn't find the lyrics anywhere. And in fact, I think there's only 2 videos even on YouTube of this song. I see that the channel that's named, the artist name, I'm sorry, is Janita. And it's Janita. I was thinking Juanita, actually, before I looked up again and saw her name. So it's Janita, okay? And she looks like her channel has 127 subscribers or something. No, I'm sorry. Looks like 1,250 subscribers. But I kept looking that up, just find out where Spirit was wanting me to go with I called you master. I used to call you master. Like, what was this? I looked into it biblically. I couldn't find anything that was really ringing with me. And I'm like, okay. I found, I think a poem or something that was kind of interesting too. But there was a poem, but then it was like kind of an abstract, so you would have to subscribe in order to get the full poem, or whoever was publishing it or something like that. And then I found this song, okay? And I thought, okay, all right. I knew I'd never heard of the artist. Again, her name is Janita. And so I pressed play. And so here we go. Let's listen to a little bit of what this song is about. So she's talking about not being her authentic self. She used to do all these things to fit in with the pricks and the asses and all these false people. I used to lay down and die. And I do not own any rights to this song that I am playing, by the way. I should have said that at the beginning. Who's gonna tell the wolf she's not a dog? So who's gonna tell the wolf she's not a dog? I used to call you master. So, I am going to leave a link to that song in the description of this video. So feel free again to go and listen to that song. I do not know this artist. I will look, or I wasn't familiar with her until now, today. So I will go in and look and listen to a couple of her other songs, just to see what resonates with me, because this one definitely does. And it's all about what I continuously, I don't want to say harp on, I don't want to say preach on. It's what I continuously pronounce, okay, on this platform and the way I live my life. And that is, again, that's not perfect in man's eyes, but that's based on my guidance system with Most High. And that's how yours should be. And that's what Janita is speaking about. Okay. She's talking about, I used to do this to fit in so I can go play games with you pricks. I used to do this so I could fit in, so I could hang around with you. I used to do this to fit in. I used to call you master. Okay. And so taking a look at ourselves, also something that I think is very interesting. The total minutes of this song on YouTube is 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Just saying, FYI. All right. So when we're looking at our lives and we're considering where we are at this point in time in our life, and I remember turning 30, and turning 30 was really, 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 really difficult for me, far more difficult than it was turning 40 on 40. Believe it or not, physically, I was in more of a challenging position, because when I turned 40, I was in the middle of dialysis. I was 2 years or so into dialysis treatments that would last 4.5 years. So, but 30, I was only 2 years out of the military, very disappointed with the way life was going. And in fact, I had what I call my sabbatical from Most High. I had taken probably a 1.5 year sabbatical away from, I was sent to the Rock of Central Florida at that time, out of the military, and I would be there, but then I wasn't, and it was that kind of thing. After between 2005 and 2006, yeah, about 2006.5, yeah. So it was about a 1.5 years that I went on a sabbatical. During that time, I also got a DUI. That's the only time I've ever been arrested, was because of that situation. And so that was a tough year for me, or at least a tough ending the 20s and coming into the 30s for a whole lot of reasons, right? I was still looking for, I had been cut off from the woman who left me for the sperm donor. So, and I was still missing my daughter, who I did not know had already left the state. So I was things were just, yeah, in flux, to say the least. Yeah. So as you take a look and consider the things around you, what things are you allowing to negatively change you in order for you to fit into their society, in order for you to fit into whatever it is that they're doing? What is that? Okay. Is it, I like talking about church and how bad it is. So is it that religiousness, okay, of doing that thing over and over again? So you change in order to hang out with those people who, in and of yourself, are not good. You can judge them from yourself, for yourself, from within yourself, your inner self, and look at them. In and of my own, I would never even recommend my son or daughter to hang out with them. If you wouldn't recommend your son or daughter to hang out with them, don't. Okay? It was 10:10 when I looked down at the timer. All right? All right, so the other thing, going back to the first thing that I mentioned, and that was don't wait on an opinion. Okay? So this also speaks to what I was speaking on yesterday, and that is, how do you get to the answer of what's the best choice? What's the best option? Okay, what should I do in this situation? What's the best choice, right? And when you're at the fork in the road, the very best thing you can do is, first of all, eliminate the opinions of everybody else. That's why I love that Most High gave that to me. Eliminate, because I have to be reminded of that too. Eliminate. Okay, eliminate the opinions of others. When you are making a life-altering decision, that is so important, and I can't stress it enough. The more voices you have talking to you, the more confusing the situation is going to be. It just clouds your judgment. My friend Scott said, we were talking at his niece's and her husband Jacob's wedding last year. And he said, I was telling him that, that this is the way that I'm being guided, and that I was going to be getting out of accounting and taxation. And he said, oh, okay. He was like, so what are you going to do? Like, how are you going to earn money? Like doing that and that sort of thing. And I was telling him that my goal is to get a certification. Today I know that that's a Reiki healing certification. And and so I have clients just like I have tax and accounting clients, or had tax and accounting clients. The same thing, right? Just a different service. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, and we got to talking about how quieting yourself and stealing yourself is so important when you want clarity about a critical decision in your life. I don't agree with Oprah. I don't like Oprah. I don't support Oprah, but she says things that are correct. Her actions tell another story, but she and her associations, but she speaks a good game. And she said this. She said when she was making the choice, she was in Baltimore, and the opportunity came up for her to go to Chicago and start this TV show. Okay. Or actually, no, for a news opportunity that ended up turning into a TV show. Because she was let go or something like that. But she did not listen to anyone else. Everyone else told her no. She said her father told her no. Everybody told her no. And he was a great supporter of her. He was like, you're in Baltimore, you're making, I don't know what she was making in 1979 or whenever she had that job, like $30,000, I don't know, $30,000 a year or something. He was like, a black woman's never going to find, and she says this, a black woman's never going to find another job making that much money today, and blah, 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 right? That reminds me of a story of a first sergeant, and maybe I'll say that for another time. She said the only person who believed in her was her best friend, Gail. The only person. And her gut. And she said she had to dismiss what everybody else was saying, and she had to quiet herself. And her gut told her that that was the right choice to go to Chicago. Right? And so it is so important to still yourself and eliminate the opinions of others when you are making a lifetime choice or life-changing opportunity or lifetime choice that's going to change opportunities or bring about opportunities or have you receiving opportunities or accepting, right? Scott told me, he said he just gets still. He just gets still. And that's exactly right. You get still, stop all the chatter. Don't go around asking all your friends for opinions, right? Because they all have them. Yep. And truthfully, pertaining to you, yes, they do all stink. Both their opinions and, yeah. So, with that, you don't need anyone else's opinion when it comes to making life-altering decisions yourself. If you want to decide where you want to eat, then that's something different. If you're trying to decide where do you want to relocate to, which job opportunity you should take, should you start this business, should you get married, should you marry this person, should you not marry that person, eliminate extra opinions. No one else, your parents' opinion doesn't matter who you marry. Your sons or daughters' opinions, they should not matter. When it comes down to it, your intuitive nature is the only thing that should be answering that question. The only voice should be the I am. That's the only voice. Okay? So don't wait on the opinion of others. Okay? And let's go ahead and finish, or not finish, but we'll listen to a little more of Janita's song. Again, the name of the song is Who's Gonna Tell the Wolf She's Not a Dog. Okay, so you are much stronger than what you think you are. You are much more powerful than what you think you are. Okay, let's take a listen. You've been tuned into The Encourager. My name is Nehru. As always, be encouraged.